Who has an idea of why my wheelchair is this tall? It doesn't help me get up a stair, does it? Who has an idea? Yes.
To help you reach things up high.
Oh my gosh. Did everyone hear that? To help me reach things up high? Yeah. This wheelchair, the person that made this chair was aware that I needed to be included in reaching something up high. And so they put this cool thing in here.
So Rob is going to speak, then we'll do questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Take it away.
Hi. How's everyone doing today? Good. So, as Gussie said, this is Jewish Disability Awareness and Inclusion Month. That's a lot of words. Let's see if we can try and make sense of what that all means, okay? I'm Jewish. Okay, some of us are Jewish. Good to know. Good to know. Now, I have a disability. What's a disability? A disability, I can give you a big, long spiel of what a disability is. But let me tell you what I think a disability is from my own experience, okay? You ready? A disability is something that keeps someone else from being able to participate fully in an activity that they might want to be a part of. Okay? So my disability, my specific disabilities, I can't walk. I can't feel my body from here down or move any of those muscles. And I can give you all kinds of really cool and interesting things about my particular disability. But it's not just about me. Anyone that has a disability, and it doesn't have to be one that you see. There are all different kinds of disabilities, right? There's people that might have a disability that you see. Blind is another disability. Sure, deaf is another disability. But there are also, those are like visible disabilities. There are also ones that I like to call invisible disabilities. Those things that keep us, or our friends, or our parents, or people that we love so much from being able to participate fully in life, to be able to really get 100% out of what it is that they want. Okay? And I find that it's my job to make sure that I can help be aware and to include them into life. So that's what awareness and inclusion from the Jewish Disability Awareness and Inclusion Month means. So let me tell you just a little bit about me, okay? I wasn't always in a wheelchair. When I was 18 years old, everyone here is over 18, so you know what that's like. You are? Okay. Someday you'll be 18, God willing. When I was 18 years old, I went swimming in the ocean, and I dove in, and I hit my head on the sand, and I broke my neck right here. And when I broke my neck, ouch, yeah, kind of ouch. But it also meant that I wasn't able to move from that moment on, from here down. Okay? That's my disability. But there are plenty of other people that I've encountered in my lives that have, what did I say? That have other types of things that keep them from being able to participate, being able to do other things. So I find that it's always helpful to me in my life if there are people that are aware of my disability, aware, remember that word, aware of my disability, and that can help include me in what they're doing. Does that make sense? So this wheelchair, this allows me to move around. Yeah? There are other people that may have other things that they need in life, friends, family members. They need help getting around too, or they need help because they can't eat certain foods, or they may be sad a lot, or there could be so many different reasons that everyone in this room knows someone or even has something that's within them that it's okay, that we all just need a little bit of extra help. Okay? So I'm going to show you, kindergartners can stand up in a minute to see. I'm going to show you, hold on, not yet. I'm going to show you what my disability, okay, keeps me from doing, why it's helpful to be aware of my disability and aware of our friends' disabilities and the things that they have in their lives, and then what inclusion, to be included, looks like. You ready? Okay, keep your eyes on me. I'm going over here. Don't want to run over Maggie's phone. She paid a lot of money for that, and then I'll have to buy her a new one. Okay, kindergartners, can you see me? You guys can stand up. It's okay. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. Okay, are you ready? Okay, I'm going to leave the room now. Goodbye. Oh! What just happened? I can't go up these stairs. You were aware of what? Of my needing a little bit of extra help. So, how do I get out of here? You use your awareness, and then you make sure to include me. And what? Oh, wait. Bye. I'm kidding. I'm coming back. How cool is that? That I can't get out of this room going up and down stairs, but someone was aware and they made, kindergartners, you can go back. You can go back down. You can go back down. I'm coming back. I don't want to run you over. Oh my gosh. I don't run you over. Someone made it so that I could be included to be with you today. I wouldn't be able to be included in what it is that we're all doing here together without that ramp. So think about this for a minute. This is a really kind of tricky thing to think about, right? What if you weren't in a wheelchair, but you needed a ramp of your own that allows you to participate or to be involved or to join your friends or to do whatever? How would you know if you couldn't see someone's disability? How do you know to help them out? How do you know to offer a little bit of assistance to them? Yeah? You can ask them if they need any help. That is such a great answer. That's called what? Being aware that there are other people that might need our help. Don't we focus so much on tzedakah, on giving to others that need a little bit of help, on being what? A mensch? On tikkun olam? That's all about helping out people like me, helping out people that you may be able to see what's going on with them, but more importantly, there are so many people out there that we can't see something that's going on with them. And a ramp may not be available for them unless we ask, unless we're aware, and unless we make sure that they're feeling included. How's that? Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to show you a couple other things about my chair, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about me. And then if you have some questions about it, you can let me know, okay? So, for instance, if I were, let's say, wait a minute. What's that? You're getting smaller. Why are you all so small right now? I don't think so. You got it. This is it. Now, why, and you can use a microphone. Who has an idea of why my wheelchair is this tall? It doesn't help me get up a stair, does it? Who has an idea? Yes.
To help you reach things up high.
Oh my gosh. Did everyone hear that? To help me reach things up high? Yeah. This wheelchair, the person that made this chair was aware that I needed to be included in reaching something up high. And so they put this cool thing in here. What else could I use this for? Fiona, you know? You have a class? What? Yes. Did everyone hear that? In case I can't see something that's out in front of me, now I can see all of you out here. How cool is that? That someone, thank you, baby, that someone had the idea in their mind to make it so that I could be included to reach a cabinet in my kitchen, or to reach something that I can't do when I'm sitting down in my chair, or to make it so that I can see people. How cool is that? Isn't that great? So when someone was aware that I needed that little bit of extra help, they found a way to do it. And they make my life so much easier and so much better. And if you can do the same thing with people who you're not so sure whether they may or may not have like needs like me, because you can see this, right? You can, yeah, thank you, Ald. You can see what's going on here. But are there people in our lives that you can't see that they might be having a difficulty? A lot of them, huh? There are probably more people, a lot more people that need our help that you can't really see what it is. So what would be a good way to find out if someone might need a little bit of help, and then we might want to be able to include them? Do you know? Yeah, what's a good way? You can ask if they're okay and if they need help. Is it okay to ask someone if they're okay? Yeah. Isn't that like the way we get to know someone a little bit better? We ask them, do you need some help? Can I help you out? And when you do that, and you become a mensch, and you help out those around you, then you are being, what do we call? We're all created in the image of, do you know this one? God. Have you ever heard that? That we're all created in the image of God, which means that it's our responsibility to do that, what God or Hashem would do for those around us, and to help out others. So who has some questions or a comment that they have, and that Gussie is going to come around and give you the microphone so we can hear your question nice and loud. Because I want you to know that I will answer anything you want to know about my disability, or about who I am in the chair, my life experiences, or if you have something to say about someone in your life. I would love to hear that too.
I'm going to start in the back and then go to the front.
When your injury was done, how did you get out of the water if you couldn't move?
So how did I get out of the water? Is that what you asked? That's a really, really amazing question. Thank you for reminding me to bring that up. So here's what's super cool. Okay, hands down for 1 second, then I'll get to you in a minute. So when I dove into the water, I was laying face down in the water and I couldn't move. What do? I can't move. I can't get out of the water. Guess what happened? I was with a friend, and the friend knew how to get me out of the water safely, and he saved my life. He saved a life. And when he did that, he made it so that I know that every night when I go to bed and I sing Hashkivenu, and every morning when I wake up and I say, what prayer? Mode ani, which means what? Thank you for this amazing day. Can you believe that the last thing that we do at night and the first thing we do in the morning is to say thank you and to thank God for this amazing day that we've had? And please spread over us the shelter of your peace so that I can wake up to a life renewed. And when you wake up and you open those eyes, thank you. So grateful. And so that person that I was with who saved my life made sure that I was always grateful to have this life, to be in this wheelchair that goes up and goes down, that I can drive a car, that I have a wonderful, wonderful celebrity wife, and a super duper cool daughter, and friends like you. Who else has a question? Everyone has a question. Awesome. Okay, nice and loud, bud.
Choose someone else. I forgot my
You want a minute to think about it? We can come back, no problem. Yes. Tell us your name and what's your question?
How do you always get in the car?
How do I get in a car? That's a real... Oh, ramp. Who said ramp? Ding, 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 ding. So my car has a ramp. I get to be included to get in my car. And there's no seats in the middle. Nothing. And I go right into my wheelchair. And there's no car seat either. So how do I drive? In my wheelchair locks in right behind the steering wheel, and I drive with my hands, with my fists. Someone wanted to make sure that I could be included in driving a car, and I can drive with my hands. How amazing is that? How grateful am I for that when I wake up every day with something like that? Yeah. Who's next? First grader. What's your name?
How do you get your clothes on?
How do I get my clothes on? That's a really great question. So I get help. How many times have I said I get help today? Like 1 billion times. Right? Is there anything wrong with getting help? No, quite the opposite, huh? If we get help, that makes us stronger. And the person that's helping us, how does that make them feel? Feel so good. Totally. So how do I get dressed? I have someone who comes into my house that helps me get out from my bed to take a shower. I roll into my shower, and I get all wet and soapy, and I rinse off, and then I get back into bed because she picks me up and into bed. She gets me dressed. She puts me in my chair. She helps me make breakfast, and on and on and on. I get so much help, and I am so thankful. Thank you, God, for all of the help that I get in my life. Yes, who else has a question? Shh, let's all listen.
My sister has something where it's really hard for her to read.
Okay. So she has something that's keeping her. She's got like one of those little stairs in front of her, right? And she needs a little bit of extra help. Yep. And did everyone hear that her sister needs a little bit of extra help to read? Okay. Would you say that that's something that you would notice just by looking at her? No, you would never know that. That's what's so amazing about our ability to ask someone if they need help, to offer them help, to be a mensch, and to give them the opportunity to participate in life. That's so cool. I love that. Who else?
if you can't reach something and someone else can't reach it for you, how do you get it?
I don't. I just cry. I can't get it. If I can't, well, how about you? If you can't reach something and no one else around you can reach it, what do we do? Well, yeah, that person can get on a ladder. That's good. We might need even more help. That's why I'm friends with a lot of tall people. Because I can't reach them. Who else has a question? Shh, let's listen up.
What if you're at a playground with only stairs and no ramp?
That's such a good question. So, the question was, what if you're at a playground, or you know what, we could even make it even more, right? What if I'm anywhere where there's only stairs? Can I be included? Not really. Only if there's a ramp, right? Well, what if you or your friend is in a place where you can't be included? How does that feel? Yeah. And would need a little bit of help. And you know what I do if there's a place like that I can't get to? I go somewhere else. You got it. Exactly. Gamzulatova. I can't go to that place. And what I've learned in my life is that there are a lot of things that I can do. And that's really super cool. But you know what? Thank you. There's a lot of things that I can't do. And you know what? That's okay too. It's okay. It's all okay if I can't do it either. How about a kindergartner? Does a kindergartner have a question? Yes.
How do you put your shoes on?
Well, again, it's a really good question. How do I put my shoes on? Who remembers what I was saying about how I get help? I get help. I have someone who helps me out. Put my shoes on and take my shoes off. Cool, right? Yeah, more, sure.
How do you move your wheelchair?
How do I move my wheelchair? Who plays video games? Okay. Sometimes, if it's okay. All right. Hands down for a second. What's that thing called that you play with a video game? What's this thing? So look. Ooh, he's going over here. Wait a minute. Ooh. Look at the fall fashion that Rob is showing off today. Left, he goes right. Left, he goes right. How cool is that? So that's how I control part of my chair, is with this controller right here. There's also a hidden button on my chair. Olive, come here. There's also a hidden button. If someone's in my way, how do we get them out of the way? What do we do? Hey, get out of my way! Get out of the way! Olive's coming! So I have buttons on my chair that honk a little horn. I have the button on my chair that goes up, it goes down. I have the button on my chair that does this. Great question. Do we have more? Two more questions. Okay, but wait, before we do the final two questions, teachers, your job, and friends, your job is, if you have a question or you had a question that didn't get to be answered, please talk to your teachers and have them write them down, okay? And I will make sure to answer every question you have about me or my life or about how we can help other people in their lives, okay? And maybe, just maybe, if they let me in the door again, I might be able to talk to you again, okay? But don't worry. If you have your hand up and you don't get it answered, you can get it answered because I will answer it for you personally, and we'll share it with all of our friends. Deal? Deal. Okay, last two questions.
We're going to do two questions, and then I'll dismiss by classrooms. Is that okay? Okay. Lexi, and then Shira.
How do you get up a ramp if there is no ramp and no stairs?
How do I get up a ramp if there is no ramp or no stairs? I can't. And if I can't do something, if you can't do something, what do we say? Gamzulatova. I've gotten really, really good in my life at saying Gamzulatova. I say it all the time. And sometimes I get sad. Sometimes I get sad that I can't do that thing. It's not always easy to say Gamza Latova and then, okay. Sometimes I get sad. Is it okay to be sad that you can't do something? Yeah, of course it is. It's so okay. So if I can't get to somewhere, sometimes I'll say Gamza Latova, and other times I'll be sad, and I'll try and do something else. Maybe a first grader or a second grader?
Okay, sure.
Last question.
So my sister has astigmatism, and it's hard for her to see at night.
Uh-huh. So she has something that you wouldn't really know when you see her either, right? And she needs a little bit of extra help. So what would we do if she needs a little bit of extra help? We help out. And how do we find out if someone needs a little bit of extra help? We ask. And when you ask someone questions, just like the way that you've been asking me questions, don't we now know each other a little bit better? Yeah, we know each other a little bit better. Do you guys know me a little bit better than when you walked in the room only 30 minutes ago? And how did you learn all of that? Just by me blathering on? Blah, blah, blah. No, you asked questions, and I did the best that I could to answer them. Don't be afraid to ask questions if you have them. You can ask a parent, you can ask a friend, and if that person is comfortable with it like I am, you can always ask them. And the minute you ask someone a question, what's the first thing? If you've never met someone before, what's the first thing you do? Ask them what their name is and you introduce yourself. All of a sudden, that person who you never knew before, you know just a little bit more about them. Why? Because you just asked them their name and you told them their name. How cool is that? Questions are the answer to life. Keep asking questions, okay? And if you have more questions after this today, you let me know, and I will answer every single one of them, I promise. Okay? Deal?
Can everybody
Deal.
say thank you to Rob, please? Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, bum, bada, bum, bum.
Bum, bum.
All right,
Hi.
I am going to dismiss you
Who is this
guys
person?
by classes.